Lovelies, and welcome back to day 3 of 78 days of motivational tarot with me, Afro Tarot. So the deck that I'm using today is the Starman Tarot. Such an awesome deck. If you are a tarot lover, then this is a must-have deck for you. It's based on the artwork of a David Bowie. Just absolute legend. Beautiful, beautiful cards. All right. Let's jump straight in. So today we are looking at the High Priestess. Absolutely love this card. And I chose this one because it reminded me of the Matrix. Look, can you see? It's got that Matrix energy. And it got me thinking about, the duality of our lives and everything, right? And how we can take ourselves out of performance and take ourselves more into reality. Okay, because a lot of the time, we do personal development, we do all this amazing work, and we do nothing with it, right? So sometimes we just become quite heady of information and we don't apply it. And if we want to change our mindset so we can be more successful and more productive and achieve our goals and stuff like that, we have to take the information and apply it to our daily lives. This is a bullshit cutter, okay? I'm just going to come out with it. It's a bullshit cut. It cuts through the bullshit, the performative nonsense that we do in order to make ourselves feel better, to say, actually, I'm doing something. I'm doing fitness. I'm doing a course. I'm doing this, it kind of takes us out of that and it takes us into this reality. How are we taking what we've learned and how are we applying it to our lives? How are we cutting through the bullshit, right? So it's getting rid of all those unrealistic expectations, all the delusions, all the illusions, right? And changing our perspective so we have a clearer perspective on our life and we know how we can move forward, right? Going back to the Matrix. So if you haven't watched Matrix Revolutions, don't bother because it's a complete and utter waste of time. And to me, it feels very performative. It feels like it's trying to fit into society. We don't, okay? My friend Karen Allen, who's amazing, I'm going to share her YouTube link, okay, in this video. We walk different paths, okay? Karen is a pastor. She's amazing. She loves Jesus. I like tarot. Right? I like tarot. But what we often find in our friendship is that we're sharing the same ideas. We feel the same things. We have similar perspectives on stuff, okay? So cutting through all this stuff, she has a saying that we're misfits in society. And that's how you have to kind of see yourself. You are different. Accept it, okay? Take off the cloak of judgment of other people's opinions, of other people's, and adopt an unpopular opinion and work with that. Trust your process. Own your truth. Take accountability for who you are, what you want to do, and where you are. It's also about being real, accepting your limitations. For instance, right now, I couldn't run a 10K marathon, okay? What I'd need to do is I'd need to get someone to guide me along that journey, all right? To show me my limitations, to work with my strengths and build upon my weaknesses, all right? I would have to do that. I recognize and I accept that not everybody in this world, myself included, is going to be a millionaire. I'm not going to be an influencer. I'm not going to be 20 again and be able to fit into those jeans and those short skirts and those batty riders. I'm getting older. I have to accept that. Jokes aside, right? So the High Priestess is really coming in to show us the duality and the complexities. Not everything is black and white. Some things are a little bit more complex. Some things along this journey are going to make you come out of your comfort zone, recognize your limitations. We see our potential. We recognize our potential. We want to fill it. We might have some gaps. We need to fill them. So we need to amass information, okay, along this journey. This might feel like a bit of a stagnant place where we're not really action orientated. We're a little bit more stable. We're a little bit more still, all right? We're in the waters, but that's still a good place because we are cultivating ourselves. We're cultivating our minds. A lot of the time we want to change our habits, but we don't change our mindset. We don't change our thoughts. We don't change the core part of who we are. And, we've all got character flaws. We've all got shortcomings and we need to kind of like overcome them. So we need to recognize those gray areas. This card is also a little bit about duality. I think the astrological part of this card is Pisces. So if you think about it, we've got two fishes and they're going in different directions. We have light, we have dark, we have all that stuff. What we saw in the first Matrix, you know, those illusions, those delusions. And sometimes sometimes we are the problem. And we have to do something about it, right? So that's what the High Priestess calls us in to do. It calls us to look at ourselves in a more holistic way, all right? Recognize our shortcomings and deal with them. Be grown up, be adult, be mature, right? If we're on this motivational journey and if we want to change things and if we want to do things differently, we have to kind of come out of our comfort zone. We have to do things differently. We have to make a change. And that starts within, but it starts up here as well, right? I don't really have a quote or a song for this card, okay? You find the quote and you find the song, but recognize you're a misfit. You don't necessarily have to fit into society. We don't have to perform. You know, there's a lot of performance at the minute, and I think that social media gives way to that. Social media gives way for us to do a lot of performance. Even within the tarot community, there's so much performance, all right? It's cutting through that. It's cutting through all the nonsense, all the bullshit that we don't need. But what I do have is an amazing book. This is how to, the subtle art of not giving a fuck, okay? The counterintuitive approach to living a good life. You know, sometimes things just don't sit right with you. You're like, I don't want to do that. I'm not into that. That doesn't feel right for me. That's okay, all right? That's okay. We let go of all the dead stuff, right? And we're going to embrace this. We're going to embrace all the new learning that we're taking. We're going to embrace a new spiritual perspective, a new practical perspective on life. And we're going to do things differently. Because when we start to change our mindsets, when we start to change the thoughts that we have, when we start to do that, we can then change our habits. We can then take positive action that's going to lead us into more of a fulfilling life, all right? We don't have to go down the route of toxic positivity just to show that we're doing, just to show that we're being, all right? This is about trusting our process, trusting who we are, cutting through the bullshit, getting rid of all the old stuff, getting rid of the dross, the moss, that kind of stuff, and really swimming towards a more brighter and positive future for ourselves. So that's pretty much it, really. Wasn't very long. Hope I didn't keep you long. And I shall see you in day 4. I think we're on day 4. I'm not sure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I always get this bit wrong. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and let me know how you're getting on in your journey. All right, take care, and see you in day 4, hopefully. Take care.